Hey, Eric here, your daily source for bold and beautiful spoilers, recaps, and news. Let's dive in.
Welcome back to our channel, you guys. Today is a beautiful Tuesday, and we are absolutely ready to dive headfirst into the latest madness coming out of Los Angeles. There is so much ground to cover from the August 27th episode of The Bold and the Beautiful, and honestly, the drama is just getting better and better. So grab a snack, settle in, and let's get right into this wild ride. So let's just start with Dylan because wow. Just wow. Katie Logan Spencer is on an absolute warpath right now. And honestly, I kind of love it. Katie is not playing around when it comes to her son Will. She is in full mama bear mode, looking at Dylan and seeing exactly what we are all seeing. A girl who mysteriously came to town, lied about being homeless, and suddenly is living in the Spencer Beach house and making literal hard eyes at the billionaire heir. But Dylan is sticking to her story. She is insisting over and over again that she loves Will. She really is trying to sell this "I'm not a gold digger" narrative to anyone who will listen. And maybe she actually believes it? I don't know. It's hard to tell with her sometimes. But because Katie is breathing down her neck and making it perfectly clear that she wants Dylan out of Will's life, Dylan completely panics. She literally picks up her phone and calls her mom. Yes, you guys, Darcy Dylan is finally entering the chat. Dylan calls Darcy and asks for a massive, huge favor. She wants her mom to drop everything, come to Los Angeles, and convince Katie that she isn't just after the Spencer money. Which, okay, let's just pause right here and think about this. What kind of logic is that? Hey, Mom, please fly to LA and tell my boyfriend's insanely rich and paranoid mother that I don't care about their mansions and their yachts. Like Katie is actually going to believe Darcy? Katie is probably going to run a full corporate background check on Darcy the second her foot touches the pavement at LAX. And we have to talk about the casting for a second. Kelly Sullivan. The fans on social media have been absolutely losing their minds over this announcement. We all remember her incredible runs on General Hospital and The Young and the Restless. She is literal soap opera royalty. So you know for a fact that the writers aren't just bringing her in to play some sweet, innocent mother who bakes cookies and knits sweaters. No way. Darcy is going to be an absolute firecracker. When Darcy answers the phone at home in this episode, she is super surprised to hear from Dylan. But the second Dylan asks her to come to LA, Darcy doesn't even hesitate. She vows to get there as fast as she possibly can. She is probably packing her bags while still on the phone. And this is where my brain just goes crazy with all the theories, because we all know the rumors, right? The massive, glaring rumors that Darcy has a deep, dark history in LA and that Ridge Forrester might actually be Dylan's biological father. If that is true, oh my God. Just imagine Katie's face. Imagine Brooke's face. Dylan is sitting here trying to prove she isn't a gold digger who has been obsessed with the Spencer family since birth, but she might actually be Forrester royalty. If Darcy marches into Forrester Creations and drops that paternity bomb, the entire show is going to explode into a million pieces. But for now, Dylan is just hoping Darcy can save her relationship with Will. She insists she didn't come to town with the hope of trapping Will in bed. Maybe I'm being too harsh on Dylan. Okay, that sounded dramatic, but you get what I mean. She did have that really emotional goodbye with Will a few episodes ago. She did tell Elektra she genuinely fell for him. So maybe, just maybe, her feelings are real and not just a scheme. But the timing is just so incredibly suspicious. Wyatt is sniffing around, Katie is investigating, and Dylan's first instinct is to call her mommy for backup. It just feels like a very messy disaster waiting to happen. And Will is so fragile right now after Elektra dumped him and treated him so badly. He is prime target material for someone who knows how to play the game. Anyway, let's shift gears, because there is a whole other emotional mess happening over at Il Giardino. Deacon and Hope. So Hope is hanging out at her dad's restaurant, and she is looking like her entire world is collapsing in on itself. And Deacon, being the surprisingly good, attentive dad he has turned into lately, immediately notices that something is very wrong. He steps in with some much-needed advice, because Hope is spiraling. She is completely, totally spiraling over Brooke. Hope finally breaks down and admits to Deacon that Brooke is completely shutting her out. And let's be real, we all knew this was coming. Brooke Logan does not handle it well when people defy her or step out of line. Hope made the massive, shocking decision to leave Forrester Creations and launch her new line at Logan Designs. She literally defected to the enemy camp and took key people with her. And Brooke is absolutely furious. Hope tells Deacon that she is terrified their mother-daughter relationship is broken beyond repair. She is practically in tears, worrying that her mother is never going to forgive her for this betrayal. And honestly, I have to rant about Brooke for a second here. What is she thinking? She is essentially disowning her own daughter over a business decision. Yes, Hope leaving Forrester was a huge blow to the company. Yes, taking Zende and Deke to Logan Designs was a massive power play that humiliated Forrester. But Hope is a grown woman. She needs to do what is best for her career and her future. Brooke is acting like Hope committed a violent crime against the family. The fans on social media are so divided on this right now. Half the fans think Hope is a traitor who stabbed her family in the back, and the other half think Brooke is being a toxic control freak who can't stand to see her daughter succeed independently. I'm kind of leaning toward toxic control freak today. I mean, Brooke already cut Katie out of her life over this fashion war. Now she's doing it to Hope? It's just too much. It's too extreme. But Deacon is really trying to be the voice of reason here. After he realizes how heavily this is weighing on Hope's mind, he urges her to open up so he can actually help her process it. Hope explains that she knows she had to do what was right for her and leave Forrester, but she also knows she deeply hurt Brooke in the process. She wants a chance to fix things. She wants to sit down and explain her side, but she can't do that if Brooke is literally refusing to listen to her perspective. Brooke has built this massive wall, and Hope is just banging her head against it. If this broken bond is making Hope this incredibly anxious, Deacon tells her she cannot give up on fixing it. He encourages her to be patient, which is so hard for Hope because she wants everything resolved right this second. Deacon urges her to trust that Brooke will eventually calm down, get over her ego, and understand why Hope had to have a fresh start at Logan. He thinks Brooke just needs time to cool off and see the bigger picture. So he tells Hope to reach out again. Try one more time to mend the fence. Will it work? I really, really doubt it. Brooke is so stubborn. But then Deacon does this really sweet thing that just melted my heart a little bit. He tells Hope how incredibly proud he is of her. And not just her, but Deke too. He is so proud that his kids are following their dreams, taking massive risks, and building something new and exciting at Logan Design. It was a really nice, grounding moment in the middle of all this corporate chaos. But it also makes me super nervous for Deacon, because he is riding so high right now. He's proud of his kids, he's officially engaged to Taylor, he thinks he's on top of the world. But we all know Sheila is lurking out there in Monaco, causing absolute chaos for Finn and Steffy. Deacon's happy little bubble is going to pop eventually, and it's going to be brutal when he realizes the woman he just divorced is still a complete psycho. Let's go back to Hope's career for a second, though, because her move to Logan is seriously the best thing the writers have done for her character in years. For so long, Hope was just stuck. She was stuck under Steffy's thumb at Forrester, constantly begging for funding. She was stuck in this endless loop of hope for the future, losing money and getting threatened with cancellation by Ridge and Steffy. And now she is a total powerhouse. She has Katie backing her with Spencer money and Logan ambition. She has Zende, who is an amazing, underappreciated designer. She has Deke. They are going to absolutely crush Forrester Creations in the youth market. RJ and Electra over at Forrester don't stand a chance against this dream team. So Deacon telling Hope to reach out to Brooke is good advice for a daughter, but maybe bad advice for a businesswoman? Brooke is in Monaco right now with Ridge and Steffy, trying to secure the European market and pretend everything is fine. She is distracted, she is stressed, and she is holding a massive, epic grudge. When Brooke gets back to LA, it's going to be a bloodbath. Especially if Darcy Dillon is in town by then. Just think about the timeline here. Brooke is going to come home from Europe. She's going to find out Hope's new line at Logan is a massive runaway success. She's going to find out Katie is thriving and beating Forrester at their own game. And then boom! Darcy Dillon is going to be standing in her living room, potentially revealing that Ridge is Dillon's father from some secret past affair. Brooke is going to lose everything all at once. Her daughter is alienated, her sister is her biggest rival, and her husband might have a secret adult child who is currently sleeping on Will Spencer's couch. It is going to be epic, classic soap opera television, and I am so here for it. And where does that leave Will in all of this? Poor, clueless Will. He's just sitting at the beach house, nursing a broken heart over Electra and letting Dillon play house with him. He has no idea that he is caught in the dead center of a massive gold digger scheme, a potential Forrester paternity scandal, and his mother's aggressive private investigation. I just want to shake him and tell him to wake up and look at the red flags. But that's the beauty of this show, isn't it? We get to sit here and watch them make the absolute worst decisions possible week after week. So yeah, that was the August 27th episode. A lot of talking, a lot of emotional phone calls, but it is clearly setting up some massive, explosive payoffs for the fall. I cannot wait to see Kelly Sullivan actually arrive in LA and start chewing the scenery. The second Darcy steps foot in the Spencer mansion to face off with Katie, I am going to be screaming at my TV. What do you guys think about all this? Is Dillon really truly in love with Will, or is she playing the longest, most calculated con ever? And will Brooke ever forgive Hope for jumping ship, or is this mother-daughter relationship dead forever? It's going to be a wild few weeks, so we will definitely be keeping a close eye on all of it.
What do you guys think about today's drama? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for your daily dose of bold and beautiful news. See you in the next video.